Hello, dear soul. Today, I want to talk with you about a very sacred and special time that you may be experiencing right now. It's the deep loneliness that always comes before spiritual awakening, because so few people talk about this experience. You may be carrying its weight all alone, but today, I want to tell you something important, that loneliness is the most beautiful sign that your soul is being reborn. The period of loneliness that always comes before awakening. The path to spiritual awakening is never a straight line. It's a process of releasing your old self and being reborn as a completely new being. And this process always includes a period of deep loneliness. Why is this? Because awakening means that your values, beliefs, and your very way of being are changing from the foundation. Many things you once held dear no longer hold meaning for you. Relationships that once brought you joy somehow feel unfulfilling. Activities you were once passionate about suddenly seem to lose their color. But while your new self hasn't fully emerged yet, you experience a sensation of floating in midair. Your old self no longer exists, but your new self hasn't been born yet, and in between comes this deep loneliness. People experiencing this loneliness often become anxious, wondering if they've lost their way, but actually, it's the complete opposite. You're standing at the entrance to your soul's most beautiful transformation. Just as a butterfly must be alone inside its cocoon to transform, your soul needs this sacred loneliness to be reborn as a more beautiful being. Loneliness is a passage from the old self to the new self. Spiritual growth is like a process of shedding skin. When a snake sheds its old skin, it becomes temporarily vulnerable and fragile. But that very vulnerability is the necessary process for being reborn. With new, beautiful skin, your loneliness is exactly this shedding period. It's the time when you're separating from old values, old habits, old relationships, old identities. During this time, you may feel profound confusion. Who am I? What am I living for? What is the meaning of my life? Such fundamental questions will rise up from the depths of your heart, but these very questions are the key that opens the door to awakening. Your old self cannot answer these questions, because your old self no longer exists, and your new self is born. By deeply engaging with these questions in this silence, in loneliness, you learn to distinguish what truly matters from what doesn't. You understand the difference between superficial relationships and soul-level connections. You experience firsthand the difference between external success and inner fulfillment. Through this process of discernment, you're reborn as a more authentic, more pure, more love-filled being. How to receive loneliness on your spiritual journey. If you're in this spiritual loneliness right now, how should you spend this time? First, accept this loneliness as a friend, not an enemy. It doesn't exist to cause you suffering. It exists to guide you toward a higher dimension of love and understanding. Don't try to rush through this period. Just as the butterfly in the cocoon cannot speed up the time of emergence, soul transformation has its natural timing. Don't hurry. Trust the process. In your loneliness, listen to your inner voice. Meditate, spend time in nature, and treasure the emotions and intuitions that rise from the depths of your heart. These are messages from your new self. And don't be ashamed of this transformation process. Many people spend their entire lives in superficial busyness. But you're different. You've chosen true growth at the soul level. That's a brave and beautiful choice. A message of hope for your awakening. Remember this throughout history. All great spiritual teachers experienced similar periods of loneliness. Buddha's ascetic practices, Jesus's 40 days in the wilderness, the dark night experiences of modern spiritual teachers. They too faced deep loneliness to release their old selves and be reborn as new beings. Your loneliness holds the same sacredness as theirs. You, too, through this transformation, will become a being who can bring more love and light to this world. This period of loneliness won't last forever. Just as time in the cocoon has an end, the completion of your transformation process will come, and then you'll realize this. Loneliness was the most valuable time in your life. In this silence, you met your true self, found your true purpose, and discovered true love. Blessings for your new self. To you, in this moment, in your loneliness, you are never alone. In unseen places, countless love supports you, and souls walking similar paths of transformation exist all over the world. I send heartfelt respect and blessings to your courageous soul's journey. May you bloom through this sacred loneliness as a more beautiful, more love-filled being, and may your light become a beacon of hope for many people. May your journey of awakening be filled with love and peace.